Hey guys, so this is Tanya Deshawn, and I am sitting in my car. It looks so dark. How about maybe? Anyway, so I'm sitting in my car at the park, and that's something that I like to do from time to time to be around nature. And sometimes I journal here, or I take my camera and I'll do just take pictures of things that I think is that's interesting. But today I'm just sitting here because I just came back from the gym. Um, I have a story that I want to tell you. I'm immature, so the story might not come out as serious as I want it to, but I'm gonna try anyway. Okay, so as everybody know, or some of you know, I'm single, right? I've been single for 3.5 years. That's when I officially divorced 3.5 years ago. Time be going fast. Anyway, and I've dated in between those 3.5 years. Um, Nothing that really stuck. Anyway, so yesterday, just like all of y'all do, y'all get on TikTok and y'all like scroll or whatever. And so I came up on this guy that I thought was really cute. Like most of his, well, not most of them, but a lot of the videos that I watched, he was sitting in a car or whatever, and he was just talking about life and healing and going through divorce and how it affects men and all that stuff. And I thought that was pretty cool. And when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's cute or whatever. And then I listened to him, and immediately I was able to feel um, like, you know how you can be around somebody or you can speak to somebody and you can feel their energy. So just looking at him, I don't know if it's a gift or not, but I felt how genuine he was and how down to earth he was and how vulnerable he was to even get on social media to talk about or be vulnerable about divorce and how it affects men. And um, just he just opened up a lot. And then he had, because I kept scrolling, he had videos of him and his kids. And I was like, okay, he has small kids, and he's very into their life, which is cool. um he Just the personality is what I was paying attention to, and I liked a lot of the qualities that I saw in him through the videos, right? Okay, so as I kept scrolling, I I saw that so he ain't had no legs, none. And so I saw that and I was like, hmm, okay, okay. So I sat with that for a minute, right? And I'm like, he's still cute though. And then I saw more videos of him working in construction and had his own business and doing very well in his business. And um, still taking his kids out and having fun and going on vacations and with the kids. And I thought it was so cool that he had that quiet confidence. He wasn't boastful. He wasn't bragging about anything. He was hurt from the divorce, but he carried it well. He's healing properly. Um, and I was like, he would be a nice person. This son is not doing right, but I was like, oh, he would be a nice person to talk to. Like, this is better. I was like, he would be like a nice person to have a conversation with. Like, I like completely disregarded the fact that he didn't have legs. I disregarded the fact that like, I didn't even think about it anymore. And I went back to, oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's this. And he really seems like a really good-hearted person. Like, oh, we have this in common. Like, he knows what this feels like. Like, oh, he likes to do this. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. So, I DM'd him, right? And, you know, when you're not friends with somebody, they only let you, I can't believe I'm telling y'all this. Okay, so they only let you DM a person one time if you're not friends, and you can't send them any more messages. So I misspelled YouTube. I forgot the E, right? So I was like, oh, hell no. I can't let him think that I don't know how to spell YouTube. So I was like, let me delete this message and then spell it right. So when I tried to send it again, it said, oh, you ran out of times that you could send it. You can only send one time. I'm like, okay. So I left it alone and I sat with it for a minute, and I was like, okay, so I wasn't supposed to, this is when the spiritual part came out. I was like, okay, I wasn't supposed to be able to reach him. Like, I'm not supposed to, the message wasn't supposed to go through, because that's not God. That's not who God wants for me. But what God wanted me to see is the qualities in a man that I am attracting now. And it also showed me how much I've grown as a person, how much I've matured, and how much I've healed, because I didn't look at him and say, oh, he doesn't have legs, so I can't do that. Right? That's shallow. I saw that he didn't have it, but that wasn't a deal breaker for me. It would have been back in the days, baby. But it just wasn't. And it wasn't like, I don't know, it was weird, because I'm like, okay, this man doesn't have legs, but his personality though, like, he's so genuine and he's so open, and he would talk. He seemed like he'd be a person that would be vulnerable if he's going through something and he needs to talk. And he looks like he is just open and emotionally mature and healthy. Like, even through whatever he's going through, he still is healthy, and he's not closed off, and he's not, it takes a lot to get on social media and express yourself, especially when you're going through something bad, and not seem like you're being vindictive and hateful and all that stuff. So I commended him for that, and it was something about that personality that attracted me. And so, you know, God was like, this is not your person, but these are the qualities that your person will have. So I need to know if you're mature enough that if I send him to you, you'll be mature enough to recognize him. is not him, but he has the qualities. He has those qualities right there. That's the type of person. That's how you'll know who he is, right? And I got it. I wasn't worried about the DM not going through. I won't even go back to his page because I received the message. But I thought it was so cool that I ain't shallow. Like, I'm serious. Like, I've grown up so much and I've matured, and it's not all about the looks, and it's not all about how he dressed, and it's not all about, like, I've never been a person where, oh, he gotta have this, he gotta have that, he has to have money. Now, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I want a brokey, but we could build together, right? I don't mind building together because I want stuff in life. I want to have stability in life. So, you know, I would prefer for him to have more money than I have, and then we build. But if he doesn't have more money than I have, then we can build together. Either way, we're gonna build together. Um, but I just thought that moment was really cool, and I think that like I was like thinking about picking him up and stuff, like having him on my like how you hold a baby. It's like, oh, I could pick him up. You know, he's probably heavy though. He'd work out in the gym and everything. But I was like, oh, we could have the same shirts because we couldn't wear the same pants. Um, yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you, and that the moral to the story is that's how you know that your healing is working, when your mindset changes and the way that you think about things is differently, is more mature, and it's not shallow. It's you just look at things and people differently, but in a healthy way. You seeing it from different eyes, because once you've gone through different relationships and you've been hurt so many times, it can harden your heart. I always tell people, don't let these experiences change your heart, especially if you have a good heart. Many people have heard me say that. Don't let these people change who you are, because there is somebody out there that's praying for you. Like, there's somebody that's praying for a person specifically like you. So if you change who you are and God sends them to you, you're not going to be able to recognize them because you've changed. You've let these circumstances and these people change you. Don't do that. Continue to heal so that when God sends you who you really deserve, because you're not going to attract what you're not. Okay, I'm going to say that again because that didn't even make sense to me. If you're healing, or once you start healing, you'll start attracting people who are healing or that are healed. It's not anybody's job to heal you. That's totally your job. But God will send people to cover you and to pray for you and to assist you in your healing, right? Not heal for you, but to assist you in that healing. I think that God has sent me into a lot of people's lives for that reason, and He sent people in my lives for that reason. I love you, Tabitha. Tabitha is my friend that I work with, and she's the most beautiful person that I've ever met, and she is very vulnerable, and she's so sweet, and she helps me to open up, and she helps me to be vulnerable, because that was hard for me. It's still kind of hard for me. I don't like people hugging me. If and she comes and she hugs me every day, and I'm like this until she get finished, and I'll count until she's done. But it doesn't stop her, and the more she does it, the more I want it. So I love you, Tabitha. But yeah, I hope this message made sense. I hope that it made you laugh a little bit, because I love laughing. Um, yeah, I have nothing else. Bye, guys.